My child, today I will teach you something that many people in every era struggle with: the courage to stand by your decision when others doubt you. Many dreams are abandoned not because they are impossible, but because the world around us questions them. Let me help you understand this through a story from long ago. In the year 1836, in a small farming village surrounded by wide fields and dirt roads, there lived a young man named Elias Harper. Elias was the son of a farmer. For generations, every man in his family had worked the same land. Wheat in the summer, corn in the autumn. The rhythm of the seasons decided their lives. But Elias had a different interest. Whenever traveling merchants passed through the village, Elias would sit near their wagons and listen to stories about distant towns and trade routes. He became fascinated with the idea of transporting goods between villages and markets. He believed he could build a small trading route using horse wagons, carrying grain from farms to distant towns where prices were better. But when he shared this idea, the villagers laughed. "Trading roads are dangerous," they said. "You're a farmer, not a merchant. Stay with what your family knows." Even his relatives told him the same thing. My child, sometimes the greatest resistance comes from the people closest to you, not because they wish you harm, but because they fear change. Elias thought deeply about their words. For many nights he walked alone along the quiet fields, questioning his own plan. What if they are right? He wondered. But every time he imagined his future, he saw himself on the road, guiding wagons filled with goods between towns. The idea refused to leave his mind. So he made a decision. He sold a small piece of inherited farmland and bought 2 sturdy horses and a wooden cargo wagon. The first journey was difficult. The roads were rough. Heavy rain turned dirt paths into thick mud. Twice his wagon wheels broke. Some towns refused to trade with a stranger. Many evenings he slept beside the wagon under cold skies. More than once he considered returning home. My child, the beginning of any new path always feels lonely. But Elias kept moving. Gradually, he learned the best routes between villages. He built trust with farmers who wanted better prices for their crops. He created regular trading trips between 3 small towns. What once seemed foolish slowly began to make sense. Farmers started asking him to transport their grain. Shopkeepers asked him to bring supplies from distant markets. His single wagon eventually became 3 wagons. Years later, Elias Harper was known across the region as the most reliable trader on those country roads. And the same villagers who once doubted him now depended on his service. Now listen carefully, my child. People often doubt what they do not understand. Their doubts are not always truth. Sometimes they are simply reflections of their own fears. If Elias had listened to every voice telling him to stay safe, he would have remained a farmer wondering, what if? The lesson is simple. Respect advice, but do not surrender your vision. Consider warnings, but do not abandon your calling. Progress often begins where comfort ends. Your path may look strange to others at first, but if you walk it with patience, discipline, and courage, the road will eventually reveal its purpose. My child, trust the idea that refuses to leave your mind. Sometimes that idea is the beginning of your destiny.